Okay, welcome to the Watch Poplars. Welcome to part 2 of pruning 3 mystery three plum trees and 1 mystery plant. So, so the first part, the video cut out. I don't know why, but that usually doesn't happen when I'm filming. My phone saved the first video, and I continued pruning, not knowing that I had stopped recording. So I haven't finished pruning yet. I still have the main tree in the plum forest and that mystery plant. So yeah, I don't know what happened. Sometimes my phone gets really warm and then it wants to turn off. So we'll just go with it and we'll continue the pruning. And I'll keep looking at my phone, turning it around so that I can see if it's still recording. There's someone yelling over there. Anyway, here. And I'll actually face the camera so that I can see. So here, I have a branch right here, and there's a nice pair of leaves that I can prune to. So I'll do that. And then here, let's see, I have a nice pair of leaves right here. And so I'll prune, actually, I'll just prune to this outward facing leaf right here. So here I go. So that's the plum forest all pruned up. And I hope that you can see what I mean when I say a plum forest. I pulled a bunch of seedlings out of the ground in late winter of 2023, and I planted them into, I think it was a round pot that is now back in the corner of the house or the side yard. And at the beginning of this year in January, I potted all of the seedlings up into this training pot that I got for Christmas. And I'm having a trouble with the moss. You could see it. There are some growing parts in the moss that are looking nice, but overall, most of the moss that was green in the winter is now black. So I'm trying to grow back the moss, and it's kind of doing it. It's growing like a millimeter. So yeah, there is the plum forest. It's looking very green, but there is supposed to be some variety in the color, but because it's been growing in the shade, it's mostly green. You can see there's some slight difference in the color. But yeah, I really like this forest. It is one of my favorite bonsai plantings, and I hope someday in the future this will be in the show. And yeah, I also want to mention I have joined the East Bay Bonsai Society, and that was as of yesterday or 2 days ago, and that's really exciting. So now in my videos I can say my name and my place in the bonsai world. So yeah, that's really fun. And I get to go to meetings, and people will start to recognize me more, and I'm really excited for that. So now we can move on to the next tree. Move that here and just make sure my phone's still recording. Okay, there it is. Now Now here is a mystery plant that I collected from my school. Now there are some weeds I want to remove, and my tweezers are over here. So I'm gonna leave these grasses. They are really nice. I'm not gonna keep these barberry cuttings because they are dead. They are not growing. Actually, I might be wrong. I mean, it was dead, except it tried growing a root. But it died. Does the other one, it doesn't have any roots. So that's interesting. I guess barberries grow well from cuttings. Anyway, now there's this kind of clover-like plant right here. But this is not a clover, or is it? I don't think it is. It might be that same kind of plant that forms those seed pods that explode when you touch it. Yeah, I don't think that's a clover. Yeah, it's not a clover. Yeah, they have these like seed pods that stick up in the air, and when you touch them, when they are ripe, they burst with a pop, and seeds go everywhere. So you don't want that plant growing in your bonsai because it can spread really quickly, and they have deep roots. Luckily, I got that one out by the roots. Now, let's continue pruning. So, here, I have a shoot growing right here, and I want to remove that. I think I'm going to use my tweezers. I can't get in here with my scissors. Yeah, that works pretty well. So, now there's this one here. I'll just continue working on this. Trying to keep the branches up here because I am planning on having an umbrella canopy right here. So, yeah, I'm just gonna remove the branches that are growing really close to the trunk and keep the ones that I don't know if I will keep in the future. You can see there's a succulent here that fell over, and I don't know how to keep it upright. I might just have to prune it. Anyway. So my phone's not turned off yet. That's nice. Now. Is there something you can work on here? Yes. There's this long shoot right here that I don't plan to keep because I want this to be like deadwood or something in the future. There. And then there's more here. And here. I can come in with my scissors actually. So here, these shoots come in like the worst places because I can't get to them. They're really hard to get out. Yeah. There. I can definitely tell this plant is rooted and recovered. Maybe they grow well from cuttings, who knows? I'm trying to get in here. This is an evergreen plant. It gets these dark bluish black berries. And I really like it. And there's a branch growing on the inside of a curve right here. I'm going to remove that completely. You don't want branches growing on the inside of curves. And now, here, Again, this branch has died. This one right here has died. Back to here, so I'll prune off the dead part. And I think that is it. I might prune it back shorter, actually. So, I think I will prune it shorter. So, here I go. And I gotta see if my phone is not gonna turn off. So, there. Now I'm gonna prune this branch to here. I'm just gonna do this silently so that my voice is not very obnoxious. That one's good. Yeah. Go to here. And I'll take this one too. Here. I think that is a good enough progress. Now, I'll show you if I can focus. Yeah, but here, it's growing really well. Yeah, so about the succulent here, I'm gonna prune it to here. Hopefully it raises back up and I can develop some structure to this succulent. And I won't remove these grasses, I really like them. Okay, so that is all for part 2 of pruning up 3 plum trees and 1 mystery plant. And that is all for today. This is the Watch Poplars. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you in the next video.